welcome to another wonderful episode. And today I'm going to talk about life lessons that are no longer serving you. And today is the day that you're going to release, reverse, transmute these life lessons into a better lesson that you want to learn in this lifetime, in this incarnation, at a soul level that's going to help your soul expand, progress, and grow. Let's look at some life lessons that are no longer serving you. First, let's look at a life lesson that you have already learned in this lifetime. This is a life lesson that you have learned it from inside out. You know everything that is to know about this life lesson. You can probably teach a college course around this life lesson. And some examples are life lessons around maybe betrayal, life lessons around abandonment. Perhaps there's some life lessons around sickness or illness. Maybe there's some life lessons around poverty or lack consciousness that you have learned already in this lifetime. Like you've known everything you have to know. You have experienced all the struggles, you have experienced all the trauma with it, you have experienced all the hurt, the pain with it, and now you're like, okay, I've learned everything I could learn from this soul lesson, life lesson, and now I need to change it, rescind it, transmute it, reverse it, because I want to now select a new life lesson. It's like you selecting a new course now. You've mastered that course, you're past the course, and again, this is no longer serving you anymore. It's not the good courses that I'm talking about, it's the bad life lessons that you have learned, your soul has evolved from it, but now it's time to move on to another soul lesson that is going to help your soul expand, but it is more expansive and not more constrictive. Like a soul lesson around having abundance. How about a soul lesson around becoming famous? How about a soul lesson around having so much wealth? I mean, those things also are soul lessons, because with fame, there comes responsibilities. Maybe you have to be super organized. Maybe you have to learn different lessons around having the fame and the wealth, right? Maybe you have to learn lessons of how to invest your money properly, or how to manage your time. By when you're famous and you have all the wealth, you need to also be able to have great skills in time management. So these are all newer soul lessons that you're going to select with your new lesson, right? So yes, those other lessons that you learned were great. They helped you. You went through the struggle, the pain, the trauma. It helped your soul evolve. But how about choosing expansive soul lessons now? That's going to help you expand your consciousness, expand your abundance, your receiving. And yes, this is not going to be easy, because becoming successful, becoming famous, having a lot of wealth is not an easy path. But there are different lessons associated with it. And that is why maybe you need to think differently. What I'm going to do here is now pause the audio a little bit here so you can take the time to write out your old soul lessons and think about what do you want in exchange for that. So perhaps one of your soul lessons is, I'm always living in poverty. I never have enough money. So maybe your next soul lesson that you want to learn now is how to live having a lot of wealth and abundance, how to live surrounded by that, how to live in abundance consciousness. Maybe that could be your next soul lesson. So think deeply here and think about all the old soul lessons. Write these soul lessons in a piece of paper, the old ones that you want to get rid of, that you want to release, rescind, transmute. And then in a separate piece of paper, write down the new soul lessons that you are now ready to embrace. Pause your audio file right here. Okay, welcome back. So I hope you wrote all your old soul lessons in one piece of paper, and you wrote your newer soul lessons that you want to now learn in a separate piece of paper. And I'll tell you the reasoning behind it, because we're going to do a little ritual with the old soul lessons, the piece of paper that you've written all your old soul lessons. So you want to grab that piece of paper and you want to safely transmute that piece of paper. And how do we transmute that? We use fire. So what I want you to do is go in a safe place, maybe outdoors, If you're doing it indoors, then use a safe container. And then place that piece of paper, fold it up, place it in that container. And you're going to call upon your guides, your angels, your ascended masters. The best god and goddesses to call upon are Lady Goddess Kuan Yin, Lady Goddess Nada, and Lady Goddess Portia. And the reason why is because these three lady goddesses sit on the board of karma. You also want to call upon the Akashic record lords. And together with the lords of the Akashic records, you want to also call upon the keepers of the Akashic records. You also want to call upon any other guardian angels, archangels. Raphael is a good one. Michael is a good one. Metatron is a good one to call upon. You also want to call upon other god and goddesses. Goddess Lakshmi is one I call upon a lot because she'll help you if you have any old soul lessons around poverty and lack consciousness. She's going to be helping you with that. So you're going to call upon each and every god, goddess, archangel, angel, and the three goddesses who sit on the board of karma together with the Akashic record lords and keepers. Now, once you have done that, you want to light that piece of paper safely. And once it's lighted and once it turns into ash, you then safely want to flush those ashes. Make sure they're cooled down before you do so. And that's all to that. And then after, when you have done all that little ritual, you want to come back and you want to find the juiciest piece of fruit, an apple, an orange, something very juicy like a strawberry. If you don't have any juicy fruits in the home, then you can opt for something sweet. This is going to give you a taste of your new lessons, something that represents your new lessons. So while you're eating that juicy piece of fruit, while you're eating that decadent piece of chocolate or chocolate cake, you're going to be reading your new life lessons. And that is all to it. Literally, that is all it takes to get into this energy of new life lessons and coming out of that stuck energy of constantly being in a cycle and repeating yourself, your life around old life lessons that are no longer serving you. So I'm hoping this was a very interesting, at the same time, a very impactful podcast episode, because I have done this numerous times for myself and my wonderful clients, and each and every time they've all reported back telling me how much this ritual works for them like a charm every single time. And sometimes the new life lessons start kicking in like literally right away. You know, they'll get like a phone call from somebody telling them, hey, the job that you applied for, are you still interested in that? So that is telling you that you're kind of getting rid of that poverty consciousness. You're expanding yourself. Literally minutes, hours, weeks from the time they do this ritual, they hear all the good things coming to them in avalanches, in windfalls. So I'm hoping the same for you. So much love and light to all you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for showing up and doing the work, because the only thing that's stopping you from getting to point B, where you want to be, is your effort, your courage, your strength, your power, your inner strength, your inner power, I want to say. So take those actions today and you'll be amazed at how quickly your life changes. And if you absolutely love today's episode, then connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @Dina Visram, DinaVisram. Thank you so much. Much love and light.